If it's true that the coronavirus would kill millions without shelter-in-place orders and quarantines, then the extraordinary measures are surely justified. But there's little evidence to confirm that premise. Explain that.
The key thing to know about the virus and how much we know about it is that we actually don't know how many people have been infected. It's a very strange thing to say, given how much data is floating around. But it sounds like it's a remarkable thing, but it's actually just a plain scientific fact. And that has to do with the fact that the testing for the virus has focused on people who actively have the virus.
Here's Dr. Anthony Fauci. We all know he's as famous as the president right now. The flu has a mortality rate of 0.1%. This has a mortality rate of 10 times that. Here's Dr. J. Bhattacharya in his piece in the Wall Street Journal. An epidemic seed on January 1st implies that by March 9th, about 6 million people in the US would have been infected. As of March 23rd, there were 499 COVID-19 deaths in the US. That's a mortality rate of 0.01%. In other words, a whole order of magnitude less than Dr. Fauci claimed just a couple of weeks earlier.
The thing is, nobody knows the number.
What's Dr. Fauci up to when he says this is 10 times more lethal than the flu? He cannot know that. He should not be saying that. He cannot know. Can he?
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, and he can't know because nobody has done the serologic. Sorry to use technical, but like the serologic test means how many people in the population have antibodies to the virus. So that's what you need to know. So he's reflecting is his guess on what that is.
So I'm a little bit astounded that they've shut down the economy without knowing quite what they're doing.
I mean, I think.
Am I?
No, I'm astounded as well.
You are.
Because here's the thing. I think that there is a lot of disagreement within the scientific community about what that number is. They don't know it, and I don't know it. We should be honest about that. And we should be honest about that with people who make these policy decisions when we're making them. In a sense, like people plug the worst case into their models. They project forward and say 2 to 4 million deaths. Newspapers pick up the 2 to 4 million deaths. Politicians have to respond. And the scientific basis for that projection is completely, there's no study underlying that scientific projection in the sense of that number, that denominator of that number doesn't exist.